How to Enjoy Movies You Don't Understand Like a Kid. Written by Khatzumoto, posted in July of 2011. The user Route gripeth. Quote, watching movies in Japanese is so boring when you can't understand more than a few words or an occasional simple sentence, even if you've seen the movie in a language you can understand before. And just leaving them on in the background and doing something else is so distracting and gets annoying after a while. The same, sadly, goes for podcasts or ebooks. End quote. Andrew lovingly answers, quote, I used to feel this exact same way. What changed the experience for me was a realization. I'm not quite sure what the realization was, in that I can't verbalize it well, but basically, when you're watching stuff in a language you barely understand or don't understand well, the entire experience is different. I had to change the way I watched movies. Rather than kind of passively stare at the screen and let the story and dialogue wash over me, when I watch L2 or L3 movies, it becomes an opportunity just to people watch. See how they act, their facial expressions, intonation, stuff in the background. I'm explaining this terribly, but I kind of just take it like I'm observing another world. Frankly, I don't really care what the story is. I'm just trying to get used to all this new stuff. Hey, cool explosions. Hey, cute and hot girls. Hey, cool looking guys fighting. Hey, that was funny. I don't know why, but I'm laughing anyway. Whatever, yo. From what I recall, this was kind of how I watched stuff when I was a kid. I think one important AJATT principle is to, as much as possible, mentally return to childhood. That has helped me more than anything else, but it's such a personal thing and so hard to verbalize, which is, I think, why I haven't seen anyone else try to write about it. But the way I see it is kind of like, each new language you learn is a chance to sort of relive childhood, while your Chinese or Japanese or French or whatever self grows. Luckily, your other nationalities grow a lot faster than your native one. P.S. Another thing that helps is to put all your movies and TV shows into a giant playlist and just have them playing all the time. If they're actual DVDs, rip them. When you shift your attention to what's playing, just keep hitting the skip button until you hit something that can hold your interest at that point. If you skip into a long video file, keep skipping a few minutes at a time through the video if need be. Screw continuity. Also, screw trying to figure out what's going on, unless you really want to. Most of the time it's just a pain in the ass, and makes you want to stop watching entirely and run back to English land where things make sense. End quote. Brian addeth, quote, the funny thing is, you'll find that language isn't actually necessary to get the gist of what's going on, in terms of character interaction at least. This also requires some skill on the part of the production. If it's a bunch of people sitting and talking without much emotion, footnote 1, this, emotions, violence, arguments, yelling, screaming, yelling, crying, gut and heart-wrenching stuff. Very good for the lymph. End footnote. Good luck with that. But that's a boring movie in any language. Also, don't automatically assume your tastes will be consistent between languages. In English, I love science fiction and crime shows and don't really care for sitcoms. In Japanese, I'm all about sitcoms and character drama. Your mileage may vary. Final tip. If your reading is better than your listening, Japanese subtitles, footnote 2, i.e. subtitles that are in Japanese, wise guy, smiley face, and footnote, are extremely useful. End quote. Keyword, observe. It's like you're an ethnographer, method actor, and stalker voyeur all rolled into one. Linguist? Not so much, actually, smiley face. AJATTers are way more articulate than I am. It's hard for me to use more than the simple English, so I just get angry and yell and fake swear. Thanks, Brian Andy.